We're back with Balatro. Blue seal son, purple seal daughter. That's a situation in which I'm having 2 children. We don't have to pit 2 bad you-know-whats against each other. You know what? Let's go Gold Stake Abandoned deck. We'll give it a try today. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sean Connery at Kumon. Sean Connery, age 2 at the Sylvan Learning Center. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would like to buy hand size. Hand size is goated. Scholar's kind of goated though, considering we're in like a thin deck. By necessity of having removed all of the face cards. I can see the value in the early game of having a Scholar. Final Fantasy XIV static leaders be like... My god, he knows just enough... about enough to make a joke without really understanding why it makes sense. Ooh, $32. You don't really scale. I'm coming to terms with the fact, though it pains me immensely. I'm coming to terms with the fact that Hieroglyph is a great voucher, but you don't need to buy it in the early game. In the early game, it can actually be very bad. I'm gonna Mars post on this one. We're gonna play 4 aces as much as we can. Hey, Swollen Taint, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you, thank you. Don't need a negative joker. Right, unless you have something that scales early, then a Hieroglyph, sure. But like, I mean, you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't know why I acted like I was disagreeing with you. +2 is so sad to die on the 450-point blind after taking Hieroglyph. Bro, the worst is like you spend $10 on Hieroglyph, and then you do 3 more rounds to put you in the same spot, don't buy anything, and then have the same amount of money that you had like when you bought Hieroglyph the first time. And you're like, why did I do that? Okay. Blue Seal can go crazy. How about diamonds? We don't really care, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. You get to play the game more? True, but that's not really a problem for the kind of guy that I am. Just being honest with you. The most beautiful full house of all time. ESPN son or TNT daughter? I honestly, with God as my witness, I have no idea. I don't know. I know everybody likes TNT. Honestly, this is gonna sound crazy. You're like a good card. I mean, you're a great card. I mean, I guess you're just better than a... Oh, no, because a stone will hit even if it's not part of the scoring hand, whereas the 5 of diamonds... this is crazy, but I'm gonna take this. Even though the... even though the 5 was a better card, I'm taking this because I think that what I've learned on Gold Seal is you have to hand max. Depending on your jokers, you have to hand max. So I don't want to fill my deck with trash. I want to fill it with stuff that can actually help us score. Me personally, I'm the kind of beast that wouldn't mind getting another chance to purchase a joker, but I guess I'm like a different kind of guy. Something like this. Something like this. I also know it's a guarantee. We will be drawing our Blue Seal card at some point. It is not Vapor. It does exist in the deck. Get it twisted. You're guaranteed. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Now, I gotta think about this one. I'm not gonna throw my stones on this one. I'm gonna save and try to throw stones on the next one. I think we should be good. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. Well, can I just say local thunk? Kind of a little. I blame you a little bit for that one. We had no opportunities to purchase jokers, bro. Now, that's why he put a reroll into the game. But sure, I'm expected to just throw money away for a chance at greatness? Come on. It's ridiculous. Local Thun, give us a chance to buy some jokers, bro. It's ridiculous. He hates to see a streamer succeed. He does. Hey, NL, I hit E for the first time last night. Don't do it. There's people who love you and respect you. Drugs are not the answer. People, soldiers in the war on drugs, when they get prescribed insulin. Is insulin a what is a drug? Is insulin a drug? It's a compound, I'll tell you that much. It's definitely a compound. It's a hormone? It's been a while. I mean, you're useless. You're at least you're polychrome. Love to turn my 4 mult into 6 mult. Love to turn my 4 mult into 6 mult. Isn't it crazy how coffee's normalized despite tasting like shit? It actually tastes good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you that pepperoni pizza is the tastiest thing on the planet. No disrespect. Okay, we're gonna ride the bus. It's a perfect flat mult scaler for this deck. By the way, I'm trying not to get high on my own supply here. Did you see how effortlessly I parried you? How does that make you feel? Do you feel like we were collaborating on the bit, or do you feel like, I mean, are you seething? Are you madder than anybody's ever been? Like, that didn't even cost me any mana. That was literally like a passive. I've still got full MP. I've got a full blue bar. After casting my counterspell. We go again. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hmm. 5, 5, 6, 10. Why are you talking about magic so much recently? Easy punchline. That's a big one. Hey, what about a chip scaler? What about a chip scaler? And then an econ joker would go crazy. You're not really. I don't want to talk about you, honestly. We would like to play. I mean, this is like perhaps the most boring deck of all time. And that's what I love about it. That's the thing that appeals to me the most about it. Like an 8-4-2-3 kind of hits the spot. Magic talk all day, not a single word about the Pokemon TCG. Yeah, I don't really know anything about the Pokemon trading card game. Because I think I played it the way that the designers intended back in the day, which was essentially, like, I didn't even make a deck. My friend would just play his Charizard, and then I would play a Blastoise, and then I would go, hey, Hydro Pump, it does 1.5x damage to you, you've lost. And then we would reshuffle, and we would do it again. I don't know if I ever played a single energy card in the entirety of my Pokemon trading card game existence, to be honest with you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing right there. We won? I shouldn't have discarded so fast. Do you ever play Magic again? Try Commander with your friends? Bro, I played Commander with my friends. That's why I hate Magic so much. You're not even... You're walking into a bit that has like a decade of history underneath it and saying, oh, your problem is you probably just played Standard at GPs. No, dude. You get the snacks. You get the drinks. Invite your friends over. Play Commander. You're like a new Magic the Gathering player. You've only been playing for 6 years. Everybody else on planet Earth is 45 years old and they've been playing since they were -3. You get eliminated in 4 seconds by some dude's jerk-off homebrew combo where he plays like, he gets 32 actions per turn and he's got like 17 colorless enchantments in front of him. And then you watch these nerds play the game for like an extra 2 hours while you just sit there looking at your phone. I'd rather do the dishes, honestly. Oh, my wife, she just sprayed my window with the hose. Four cards, 4 cards for The Witcher. There should be, is there like, you know how there's those awful YouTube accounts that are like posting Balatro videos nonstop and the occasional like multiplayer videos that gets carried by his friends? No, you know how there's those videos that are like, go crazy, juvenile detention courtroom freak out, and it's like a AI generated slop thumbnail of like an 8-year-old kid in the Hannibal Lecter mask? Is there that, but for like Friday Night Magic fights? Because I only went to Friday Night Magic for like 8 months, but I went probably 3 times a month, and I almost saw 2 fights. And it was always like 2 50-year-old men playing like Legacy against each other. None of these words are in the Bible. Also, I don't even mean this to be like disrespectful, because I know this is a hot button issue for the Magic community. I also don't know if I've ever been a part of a hobby that has more theft in it than Magic the Gathering. Every time I went to a tournament, there were like 22 announcements made that's like, you know, if anyone's seen a green JanSport backpack with $8,000 in merchandise in it, please report it to the Lost and Found. $8,000 in paper? Yo, wait until you find out about the Federal Reserve, my brother. Okay, we're chilling. That was another passive, by the way. Sorry. Okay, foil cards. We love chips in this house, don't we, folks? I would say we love a Justice card, just in case. Is Ante 3. What I'm worried about right now is we might be getting a little bit too lazy about this run because everything is kind of like set it and forget it. So don't let your inertia leave you in a position where you're like, hey, we're like not gonna look for the jokers that are actually gonna elevate us, you know? Mr. Burns stole a $1 trillion bill. I remember that. I was there. I mean, it doesn't scale as fast as Ride the Bus. I don't think it's a necessary purchase. Discards are nice, but we can farm interest one more time, I think. No, keep your sevens. All right, then keep your secrets. Lay's father or Doritos' father. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's fair. But in our society, for better or for worse, eating Lay's chips is normalized, and eating Doritos is maligned. Like a father that eats Doritos in media is signaling to the audience that he is a loser, and it doesn't make any sense. A father that eats Lay's, that's just a normal dude enjoying a snack after work. It's a fucked up world that we live in, honestly. You're a stud. I should have bought and sold, but whatever. This is a great molter. We love it. They're made by the same company? Honestly, that doesn't really seem like my business, so I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. We will not be pitting the same bad bitch against themselves. be fine. How you doing, Square Joker? 80 chips is no joke, bro. But a bad bitch by itself cannot stand. Oh, a bad bitch divided. Yeah, I see what you're saying. A bad bitch divided amongst itself cannot stand. We'll be playing 2-pair quite frequently. Is stud a nickname for a lesbian now? I heard that the other day and I was confused. No, I think it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then like back in the 1800s it was like horses, and now it's 2X bully pit bulls. Like it's the, you know, the way that language changes over time. Red Rum is back. I don't want to talk about it. It's not. I'm not stepping on Sound Oriented's bit. Okay, when the master's at work, you just sit back and genuflect. Okay. What's our boss blind? Do we need to go all in? All diamonds are debuffed. We literally do not care. It actually is a lesbian thing. I'm actually like, I hope that you know that I'm like the greatest ally of all time. All the other supposed performative allies are out there going like, we support you, we support you. But are any of those motherfuckers asking the types of questions from the gay community that I'm asking? Is anybody getting out there saying, I'm an ally? Do gay men like balls? Question I've always had in my mind. Finding out that straight women and gay men find balls attractive or at least appealing has actually, like, I don't want to say it's shaken me to my core. I think that's unrealistic. That's unnecessary language. But it was surprising to me. I'd been living in a world until yesterday where I thought that balls were just sort of what you tolerate to get to the good stuff. It turns out I was not aware. I just wasn't aware. There's so much left to learn about this crazy world we live in. That's what I'm saying. It turns out the juice was the squeeze. Reconsidering the vasectomy now? No, because for that one, I'm pretty sure they just stick like a camera down your throat or something, right? Or up the bottom because it's closer. Okay, we definitely, I mean, this is a spend round just because the shop is that good. I love all of our jokers equally. Not you! But we pop this. We're due. The sack already has a perforated line. Well, listen, I don't know if I'd call it perforated, but there is a seam there. Do straight men and gay women know about the ball seam? See, I'm learning here. Yes, yes. Straight men, surely? Well, I don't know. It's a... You gotta look at like the index of refraction or something like that, right? I'm a lesbian and I know about the ball seam. Okay, quit bragging. I'm happy for you, but like there's lots of people here who are here to learn. Let's get the econ popping. You're a straight man who knows about the ball seam? Yeah, I know, that's the joke. I mean, I hate to pull back the veil, but yes, you're asking, every once in a while as a streamer, someone will ask you if you got your own joke. And it makes me laugh every time. In a way, you're funnier than I am. I'm like, of course I got it. I made it, bro. You're telling the chef that the food is good. You're like, no shit, my name's on the sign. What happens if you unravel it? I mean, I think you could if you were going to tear your ball sack open, 99% of the time it would rip at the seam. But I think that's more like, it's a question for like engineers. I'm not really like, I just know how things rip from like lived experience. They rip at like the weak point, right? Whereas an engineer could tell you like how that came to pass. Because for the life of me, I couldn't tell you. Multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 1.3. Isn't that where they cut you during hernia removal? You ever realize like how crazy it is to have not had like a specific, I'm just trying to phrase it the right way, a specific medical condition? It actually makes you feel so overpowered. People will literally just say things like, well, I simply wouldn't get a hernia. Brother, you're 21 years old. You have no idea what kind of free radicals are going on in your body right now. I used to think the same way. You know, you're in your 20s or you're 19 years old. You're like, well, you know, I simply wouldn't get kidney failure. You don't know, man. You don't know, you know, there were probably like 5 years of your life where your mom was really busy and she accidentally microwaved like a plastic fork when she was heating up your spaghetti for lunch, okay? You honestly, you may have been doomed to suffer before you even had the ability to make conscious decisions that would make you culpable for your suffering. That's what it means to be alive on this planet, okay? No! What are you gonna do? It's the human condition, man. What are you gonna do? Sneaks up behind you. Angle bracket. Shortens your telomeres by 10%. Maybe we want to keep that one. No, dump it. Stop, I need those. Oh, brother, nobody cares about your epigenetic age. Just relax. You think you fell out of a coconut tree? All I'm going to tell you is, like, if you've got friends in dental school, do not be the first to pass out at the kegger, okay? One of my friends was the first to pass out at the kegger. Aspiring dentist hit him with the x-ray for 2 hours. It's a victimless crime so far. So far, it's a victimless crime. Now, he does say his back hurts a lot. But that could be anything. A fool card that creates another planet. What's our best planet right now? It's Venus and it's Uranus. I would buy and use this. And they jacked them off during it? Yeah, from behind the curtain. The lead glove. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Lead glove. Lead glove. I know what you're saying. I don't know the song. That makes sense because it's by Kiss. What does that bit mean? No, I'm not insulting you for not knowing Kiss. I'm insulting Kiss for most of their music, but like some of the songs are like, they go kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, but but most of them are like pretty not good in my opinion, but some of them are heaters. You know, a broken watch is right like twice a day. Unless I guess it's just running a little fast, in which case. What's the best Kiss song? I mean, I like Love Gun. I like Black Diamond. I like Detroit Rock City. I like Strutter, I guess, okay? Trying to think of what else. I Was Made for Loving You. It's weird because, like, I feel like Kiss fans hate disco. Maybe that's just, like, my preconceived notion. And I Was Made for Loving You is a disco song, bro. It has a disco beat in the back. I think it's a good song, though. How do you know this many? I've been alive for 35 years and I kept my eyes open the whole time. Honestly, I think you're sellable. Best AC/DC song? This is like in the Saw movies where Jigsaw is like, I could either kill you or you can jump into the pit of hypodermic needles and die of tetanus. I guess in that case, I'm going to say Thunderstruck, but I don't know. It's not my place. I think Three of a Kind is fantastic and we love to see it. I'm starting to get a little nervous that we're not scaling our score fast enough, which is probably a function of economics. It's Hell's Bells until he starts singing. It's just a funny way to describe that, but I don't know. I'm not mad at you for saying it, that's for sure. $32. I mean, this is a spend round again. This one's going to be close. That's all I'm going to say. This one's going to be close. We can't afford to do this in case it creates face cards for us. One more spot in the shop is very important, but it needs to give us planets more than anything else. No repeat hand types is pretty devastating, honestly. That's a pretty bad one. But I wouldn't necessarily say we're cooked yet. Is this win too fast? I mean, let's be honest, 55 mult is not our problem. If we don't get to play enough hands, like to build our flat mult, the real problem is Constellation, which could be adding like 6 mult right now for every planet we use. $20, please? $200 chips. It's good. Can I get some planets in the shop, please? Can I get some planets in the shop? We could totally roll ectoplasm. That's not even an issue. I wish it didn't hit you, but that's okay. Now, green joker's too little, too late. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I'd love to see some planets, that's for sure. I'm going deep on this one. I would take this. Minus $5, what do I care? What'd you eat for lunch today? I'll let you know when we get there. EST asks questions. So true. That's damn true. Give me 2 of these. What's your favorite dinosaur? It's a controversial subject. I've always considered myself a Stegosaurus main. My child likes the T-Rex. My wife likes the Triceratops. I mean, that's the nuclear family right there. Why? I don't know. It looks cool. It's got spikes on it. It's defense coded in a world where there's lots of like bad bitches trying to like eat you. Buddy, I just don't think we can do it. Don't kill my cool 7 at least. I simply don't think we can do it. +2 hand size, -1 hand per round. Not necessary. I mean, this is like... I don't mind discard. Oh, right, there's no space. And if I saw... Oh, I see the... Oh, what a hilarious misunderstanding. You know what? Mr. Bones might just keep us alive. Let's give him a chance. Mr. Bones and me turning into skeletons. I don't think so. She's looking at me. How about a 7? 7. 4 7s. Pretty good. No repeat hand types this round, huh? will not be incrementing chip joker this time. Save me, Mr. Bones. Have I played a pair? Yes. Okay, so Mr. Bones is going to save me. But then we're going to lose our polychrome, which is pretty bad. At least we live. Saved by Mr. Bones. And now we got Joker space, bro. We should keep 7s. Again, I'm not even at this point, like, listen, I respect Ride the Bus. You gotta remember, we need to play 6 hands to increment Ride the Bus by 10%. Or you could just use 1 planet, bro. That's like, it's so cooked. We went so long without getting like planets in our shops. I shouldn't even be playing pairs, to be honest with you. I should be waiting whenever possible for 3 of a kind or 2 pair, but so be it. So be it. How's high card? Even worse. We got 2 aces left in the deck. We might be sunk, honestly. Let's see. 3 aces would save us. 4 aces. How about that? It's actually worse, somehow. That's crazy. $20? I need $20. I'm debt maxing. We could use another Mr. Bones. You're not wrong. Yes! Minus $2. 2 planets! Okay, hang on, hang on. We are going to 3 of a kind max. We are going to 2 pair max. We know our strengths. I know what I got. Take it or leave it. I'm not adding like 10 to my mults, to be honest with you. I think I mean, flips and shuffles all Joker cards. The order of our Jokers is like actually irrelevant, as long as we keep Planet at the end. So the boss isn't that bad. I think we save and hope for a better Joker in our next shop. But if we don't get one, I mean, long term, I don't think that lad was going to save us, just being honest. Need to do a little bit better than that. We should be discarding at all times. That's more like what we're looking for. Okay. Not that it matters, but stay in the habit. Well, you can grab a card and hold it to prevent it from shuffling. No way, this is huge if true. Okay, well anyway, we're cooked. A straight is our best hand, but it's not going to get us there. You got me. You got me. It was a good run. I mean, it made it to ante 8 on gold stake. It's tricky.